Now discuss is our 60-day plan. Now we come to day 19 economics. Today's topic. First question: which of the following regulations regulate the NBFC in India? So D is the answer. All are correct. Reserve Bank of India, Security and Exchange Board of India, Insurance Regulatory Board, Development Authority, National Housing Bank. In terms of Section 45(1)(a) of the RBI Act 1934, no non-banking financial company can commence or carry on business of a non-banking financial institution, obtaining a certificate of registration from the bank and without having a net own fund of 25 lakhs. 2 crores, April 1999. So here you can see first question: which of the following regulators regulate the NBFC? Okay, Reserve Bank of India, Security and Exchange Board of India, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, National Housing Bank. So here, however, in terms of the powers given to the bank to obviate dual regulation, certain categories of the NBFC, which are regulated by other financial regulators, and are exempted from the regulatory control of the RBI. Venture capital fund, merchant bank, stockbroking firms, SEBI registered and regulates them. Insurance company, housing finance company. So here exempted from the regulatory control of the RBI. Cheat fund company by respective state governments under the Cheat Fund Segment 22. Nidhi company regulated by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs under the Companies Act 1956. Housing finance company regulated by the National Housing Bank. RBI, the regulator of the NBFC, has given a very wide definition of such companies, a kind of umbrella definition: a financial institution formed as a company involved in receiving deposits or lending or in any manner. Consider the following statements about cash reserve ratio (CRR). So here both are correct. An increase of the CRR sucks amount from the economy. A decrease in CRR injects amount into the economy. CRR it is the percentage of the cash deposits that banks need to keep with Reserve Bank of India on a fortnightly basis. Presently, CRR is 4%. 4%. That is for every 100 deposited in the bank. Bank will need to deposit which is 4 with RBI. Hence, it has reaches 96 to lend. Increasing the CRR also means banks have lesser money to lend. In the absence of enough liquidity and in the financial system, banks have to increase their lending rates to decrease the demand of the money. On the other hand, a cut in CRR infuse more liquidity in the market, and banks are pressurized to lend these funds. The lending interest rates to increase the demand for money. The statutory liquidity ratio is the ratio fixed by the RBI of the total deposits of a bank, which is to be maintained by the bank with itself in non-cash form prescribed by the government to be in the range of 25 to 40%. Consider the following statements about sell money market. So here is the correct. One is the correct. So sell money market is borrowing and lending of funds take place on overnight basis. So the sell company, the call money market is an important segment of the money market where borrowing and lending of funds take place on an overnight basis. Scheduled commercial banks, excluding RRB, cooperative banks, other than land development banks, and primary dealers (PD), are permitted to participate in call notice money market both as borrowers and lenders. Prudential limits in respect to both outstanding borrowing and lending transactions in the call money market for each of these entities are specified by the RBI. Other than the institution, new individuals will also be able to participate in open market operation. Market as for Union Budget of 1617. Consider the following statements about willful defaulter. Okay, Jerry, all are the correct answer. Okay, willful defaulter is financially capable to repay and yet does not do so. One who diverts the funds for purposes other than what the fund was availed for, with whom funds are not available in the form of assets, as funds that have been siphoned off, who has sold or has disposed the property that was used as a security to obtain the loan. According to the RBI, the willful defaulter is one who is financially capable to repay and yet does not do so, or one who diverts the funds for purpose other than what the funds was availed for, or with whom funds are not available in the form of assets as funds have been siphoned up, or who has sold or disposed the property that was used as a security to obtain the loan. Next, consider the following SARFAESI Act 2002, which is important. Okay. So consider the following statement pairs. Okay, here A is the correct. 1 and 2. Okay, reserve money, currency in circulation plus bankers' deposits with the RBI, other deposits with the RBI, and narrow money, currency with the public plus demand deposits with the banking system, other deposits with the RBI. So reserve money, okay, the currency in circulation, bankers' deposits with the RBI, other deposits with the RBI, narrow money, currency with the public, demand deposits with the banking systems, other deposits with the RBI. M2, M1 plus saving deposits of post office saving banks. Road money, M3, M1 plus time deposits with the banking system. So M4 equals to M3 plus all depositors of all deposits with post office saving accounts, saving banks, excluding national saving certificates. Which of the following the non-banking financial company in India as for RBI? So all are correct: asset finance company, infrastructure company, finance company, peer-to-peer lending account aggregators. A non-banking financial company is a company registered under the Companies Act 1926, engaged in the business of loans and advances, acquisitions of the shares, stocks, bonds, okay, debentures, securities issued by the government, or local authority, or other marketable securities of like nature, leasing, hire, purchase. A non-banking institution which is company has principal business and receiving deposits under the scheme or arrangement in one lump sum or in installments by way of contributing or in other manner is also non-banking financial company related to a non-banking company. So different types of NBFC are as follows: asset finance company, investment company, loan company, infrastructure finance company, infrastructure debt fund, non-banking financial company. The non-banking financial company bring in diversity and efficiency to the financial financial sector and make it more responsive to the needs of the customer. Peer-to-peer and account aggregators are the new categories of NBFC that have been introduced recently. Which is the following managed forex and gold reserve of India, RBI. Okay, so Next question, agriculture is covered under the priority sector lending. Which of the following activities are covered under agriculture? So all farm credit, agriculture infrastructure, and ancillary activities. So priority sector includes the category. Priority sector lending important role of by the Reserve Bank of India to the banking for provision of specific portion of the bank's lending. So priority sector agriculture, micro, small, medium enterprises, export credit, education, housing, social infrastructure, renewable energy, others. So here the activities are covered under agriculture and classified under the subcategories farmer credit, agriculture infrastructure, and ancillary activities. So consider the following statements regarding the regional rural banks. So the correct regional rural bank have a statutory banking under the RRB Act 1976. Regional rural banks are regulated by the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Now, their area is of operation may include urban areas too. So, NABARD, okay. So you can see all are correct. So RRB were owned 3 entities with their respective shares. Central government 50%, state government 15%, and sponsor banks 35%. Regional rural banks are conceived at low-cost institutions having rural ethos, local feel, and for focus. Every bank wants to be sponsored by a public sector bank. However, they were planned as the self-sustaining credit institution, which are able to refinance their internal resources in themselves, and were accepted from statutory premises. Which of the following statements are correct here? T-wallet. So here 2 and 3 are correct. It is a fast digital wallet launched by any state government. It is available in Urdu and Telugu apart from English. So T-wallet official digital wallet of Telangana state is launched by the Honorable Prime Minister IT Sri K.T. Ramarao. Okay. T-wallet is available to as any time, anywhere digital payment option for everyone. Citizen can use T-wallet to make payments for both government and private sector transactions. Other service Instagram integrated with the government departments such as Seva, GHMC, okay, etc. T-wallet serves through online web browser, smartphone, feature phone, and even no phone. Citizens with the feature phone or no phones can be Seva centers to open a T-wallet, load money into wallet to make payments, supports Telugu and Urdu besides English. No service charge for using T-wallets. T-wallets uses two-factor authentication through Aadhaar and biometric and or Aadhaar plus OTP or other linked mobile number for features phone, and no users is hosted on Azure platform and designated for high-end secure performance. Government payments such as Asara, Pension, Manrega payments will be pushed to eligible respective citizens to T-wallet. So next we discuss 10 question again, other slide. Okay,